What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the POCO F5 5G, and today in this video I'm gonna be showing you the latest build of EvolutionX ROM, and I have been daily driving on this ROM and I have to say my experience has been one of the best, but yes, I do miss some of the features, so I'll talk about everything right here. But this particular build is the August 10th 2023 build, so the latest one as of right now. And if you don't know how to flash this ROM on your POCO F5, you can watch the flashing guide from the video description. First of all, let's talk about the about section. This is how it looks like. It looks similar and beautiful. We have the EvolutionX logo up top. The Android version shows as Android 13. We have the EvolutionX version showing as 7.9.7. This is the pinup bit, you can say the code name is, and of course official build here, and the device name shows as Xiaomi POCO F5 or Marble is the code name for this device. And the security patch, if you are noticing, this is the latest security patch that we are getting right here, August 5th 2023. And we have the stock kernel as the 5.10.187 Ramakun kernel, and we have the build maintainer as Joe. So huge thanks to the developer of this ROM. And we have the build date as 10th August, so the latest build as of right now. And today when I'm shooting this video, this is 11th August today. This is how fast the updates are. When I post this particular video, maybe there will be a newer update by then. So that's how fast the updates are right now. And while you go back and stuff, you have this particular animation that you are noticing. And let me go into the system settings. Let me show you here. We have the system updater right here. You can check for updates from right here. And this OT updater does work. And in the gestures, we have the quick tap or the back tap actions. And in here, if you turn it on, we have the take screenshot, access digital assistant, and the other features. And of course, this does work. Let me just back tap. And as you can see, it did take the screenshot. And we have the quickly open camera option. Then we have the system navigation gestures. In the settings of it, we still have the advanced gestures. You can enable the extended swipe action. And in here, you can customize it between these many options. Also, the left kind of L and R shortcuts are there. You can turn it off if you want. We have the pill length and pill radius customization, and with the pill bar thickness to the fullest, this is how long it looks. We have the IME space. You can change the button space. We have this narrow and the hidden option, and we have the swipe click screenshot that also works perfectly fine. Then the left edge right edge customization is there. Amount of screen height to be used for the back gesture is of course there. There is the 2-button and 3-button navigations. One-handed mode does work perfectly fine. No problems whatsoever with it. And we have the press and hold power button action. Then we have the double tap, then the screenshot option is there, the swipe click screenshot, 3-finger swiping, you can do this screenshot, and there is a share, edit, delete, and the Google Lens feature. Capture mode will also appear when it's needed, and we have the playback control and the prevent ringing. Now this is how the home screen looks like. It looks beautiful, I have to say. And to the left of the home screen, we are still getting the Google's Discover page. Swiping up will get you to the app drawer. Swiping down will get you to the notification or the quick setting panel. And everything right now, it's just buttery smooth experience, no problems whatsoever. I have to say this is one of the fastest experiences that I have had. Of course, 120 Hz, it's working perfectly fine with it. And if you're wondering about the widgets, yes, the subscriber account widget that I'm using is working fine. Then we have the battery widget, that too is working fine. It is showing the phone's battery and the Bluetooth battery as well. You can use a clock widget if you want, and tapping on one widget, as you can see, the animations works perfectly fine here. Let me show you the settings. By the way, the launcher is the EvolutionX launcher right here. It has amazing amount of customization. We have the screenshot, the Google Lens, and the clear all option in the recents panel. And if you go into it, we have even more customization like the RAM info and stuff. And you can have this memory info on the bottom. We have the background opacity, and you can also enable the shake phone to clear all tasks. In the miscellaneous settings, we have the use taskbar, allow home screen rotation, and the transient taskbar option is also there. Then the background blur depth and the hidden protected apps and the restart option is there. Now let me show you the suggestions. You can disable them if you want. And we have the app drawer customization as well. We have the themed icons, app search bar, icon labels in drawer, row height, background opacity, etc. Then in the home screen customization, we have the lock layout, add app icons to the home screen, double tap to sleep, wallpaper scrolling and zooming, and the parallax and the single page center. Then we have the at a glance and the other Google kind of features you can see from right here. Then we have the icons. In here we can change the icon packs if you want, and we have the notification dots, icon size, font size, max lines for app label, and the 4 themed icons are there. Talking about the quick setting panel, you can edit and add even more toggles if you want to from here. These are the all of the toggles. Let me show you which ones I have added. I have the Wi-Fi, the mobile data, and the Bluetooth toggle right here, and it does show up the Bluetooth battery in the quick toggles. And you can also see the Bluetooth battery percentage on top. We have the flashlight, the auto rotate night light, and the hotspot Google Home. And the battery saver, then the screen recorder is here, and you can record the device audio and microphone audio at the same time. Also, it does have the HEVC option and all other options that you can notice from here. And we have the data saver, the dark theme, extra dim, always on display. You can toggle it for charging as well. and we have the ambient display heads up, and we have the refresh rate. You can change it to 60/120 or auto. I prefer it to auto because that's how I feel it's more adaptive. And we have the reboot toggle, the do not disturb, nearby share, airplane mode, and the screencast. Of course, the power menu appears like this. You can tap on advanced to get into the advanced reboot options, and the brightness slider looks like this. You can turn on auto brightness by just enabling this toggle. Now let's talk about the camera. Yes, I have to say I do miss the MIUI camera over here because that is simply not present still on this particular ROM. I have to say the POCO F5 does have like decent cameras, but with MIUI camera it's much more optimized. But yeah, we get this basic kind of Google camera. It does have the HDR support, the night light support, and it actually has these amount of customization, the face retouching and stuff. And we have the save location, grid type, etc. you can customize. And we have the video option as well. In here it shows for how long you can take videos right here, 987 minutes. That's like pretty long. We have the flashlight, the grid, and the save location options. And in the portrait mode also you can take portrait mode pictures if you want. Also there is a filter option as well. Now let me just switch to the portrait mode. Let's just take a quick selfie with the face retouching turned on so that I can get you an example. So I just took a quick selfie, and here if I just show you that, as you can see, the picture quality is decent. It has some bit of noise, I would say, but yeah, the background bokeh and stuff, it's working fine. File size, this is about 4 megapixel selfie. It shows like I have the AGC and the LMC. Let me just take a quick one. And after taking a photo, it takes some time actually to process, I think. And let me just switch to the front camera. And I just took another photo with this particular GCam. I'll link these GCams in the description, do not worry. And this one, yes, it is like properly like exposed, I would say, everywhere. The details are a lot more. Yes, with this particular picture, it is very much detailed. With the rear camera, no problems. But with front camera, sometimes the processing gets stuck like this. As you can see, it shows this camera is processing something. I don't know which one it's processing, but yeah, I do miss the MIUI camera optimization over here. So if you're someone who needs the camera to work and like properly work 100% of the time, I would say yes, do stay away from it. But yeah, I have to say one thing with this particular GCam, we do have 4K 60 FPS working. So that's just insane. And yes, it is actually 4K 60 FPS. It's not like some gimmick or something. It is actually working with this particular GCam. In the Evolver settings, we have the theme option, and in here we have the theming settings. We have the theme style, and these are the options. And we can also change the color source and even the luminance, chroma factor, tint, background, etc. We have the dark theme right here. You can schedule it and turn on the pitch black mode if you want. Headline and body fonts are there, and just notice plethora of fonts are here. No issues with any fonts. There is the nothing dot font and stuff. And we have the Roboto and the Rosemary and a lot more options right here. We have the icon packs right here. Then we have the signal icon styles as well. Plethora of options for it if you're noticing. And we have the Wi-Fi icon styles as well. Again, plethora of options. Then we have the icon shapes as well. Then the nav bar style also you can customize. Let me go to the status bar. In here we have the lyric, then the clock style and the status bar logo. Then we have the battery icon style, and you can choose between these many options. Plethora of options are here. I have been using it with the iOS 16 style. This is how it looks like with that, and it looks pretty beautiful in my opinion at least. We have the battery percentage when charging, the battery bar, status bar icons, and in here we have the show data disabled icon, combined signal icons, and the show Wi-Fi type and stuff. Then we have the notification count, Bluetooth battery status, etc. By the way, the HD icon that you are noticing over here, that is the VoLTE icon, and I don't think you can actually change that from here. So yeah, this is, as you can see, the HD calling. This is the VoLTE VONR, and for Wi-Fi calling, this is how it will look like. In the notifications, we have the reticker, the use app colored background, heads up customization. Then we have the blink flashlight for incoming call. In-call vibration options are also there. Then inside quick settings, we have this is how it looks like, by the way, app colored background, I mean. And we have the combined quick setting elements. You can actually change the quick setting style to these many options. Plethora of options are here. This two-tone translucent and stuff. This is how it will look like with that. Also, there are quick setting header images. You can set it up to 75. And yeah, these header images actually are working fine, no problems. We have the battery style changing option for the quick setting panel as well. Then the brightness slider, you can change the type. This Acun one looks pretty good. We have this brightness slider option. You can have it on show always, and the position you can set it to bottom so that you can get to see the brightness slider all the time, even when you have the long quick setting panel. And we have the haptic feedback, auto brightness, then the animation style, tiles, animation interpolator, vibrate on toggle touch, quick setting footer text, etc. You can enable or disable as you like it. And of course, you can change the whole quick setting panel style as you want to from right here. Again, plethora of options for the quick setting styles, I would say. In the power menu, this is how it looks like. We have the disable power menu on lock screen. For privacy, we have the advanced reboot, and you can enable a much more amount of options. We have the gestures right here. In here, we have the brightness control. So yeah, this feature was there from, I think, Android 4 or something. But yeah, this is a still really handy feature to use, that I can say. We have the click to partial screenshot. We have the long press power button toggle torch, the double tap to sleep on the lock screen, and the status bar as well. Then in the system settings, we only have the system gestures. Let me go back. In the lock screen, we have the ambient music ticker, edge lighting, and we have the lock screen clock style. You can actually change that to plethora of options. Just notice how many lock screen clocks are here. So you can use whichever you want to. I have been using it with this POCO one, and you can choose from many more options, I have to say. We have the lock screen charging info, custom lock screen clock color you can change, and we have the always on scheduling option, the always on display, and we have the media cover art, ripple effect, fingerprint authentication, and error vibration. In the buttons, we have the navigation bar, then we have the system navigation gesture, show volume panel on the left side. Even the volume panel timeout, you can change the part. App volume control is there. We have the reorient, volume rocker, wake, keyboard cursor control, volume steps, etc. options. In the animations, we have the charging animation, the screen off animation as well, and the power menu animation. In the miscellaneous settings, we have the pocket detection, and this is huge because earlier we had a lot of accidental wake ups and stuff in the pocket, but right now it has totally been fixed with this particular feature. We have the parallel space, so you can have 2 accounts for WhatsApp, and we have the game space, and like you can add any game to have the overlay, and we have the smart pixels as well. Then we have the launch music app on headset connect, unlimited Google photo storage, unlock high FPS in games, and the Netflix spoof is also there. Then there is a jitter option. You can see some things if you want. We have the ignore Windows secure flags, the toe step icon, sensor block per package, wake lock blocker, alarm blocker, and there is the USB configuration for convenience. So that is all the customizations for this ROM. In the battery settings, this is how it looks like. Well, this does have the optimization profile, so you can have like performance profile and stuff for benchmarking apps, and you can see all the other profiles from here. I don't know why these 2 modes shows like this, but yeah, this is how it is. It doesn't do anything as of right now. We have the battery optimization per app you can do. Let me go back. We have the sleep mode as well. Then we have the design battery capacity, the current battery capacity, the charging cycles, and the battery temperature. I would say the battery temperature over here, it's pretty cool. Even when I'm heavily using the device, I'm not seeing the battery temperature going that much. So I have to say, even when I'm shooting this video and it's afternoon, outside temperature, I would say it's about 40 degrees almost. But yeah, the temperature right now, it's about 37 degrees for the battery. That's really cool, I have to say. Now let's talk about the battery life, and for that I have to launch the Echo battery app. And just notice over here, the screen on time here, it shows 9 hours plus of screen on time, and these are estimated numbers, guys. The screen off, it shows more than 3 days, and the combined use is about 14 hours. So it can definitely give you a whole day of usage, no problems whatsoever. I'm a heavy user, that's why the combined use is about 14 hours. But if you're a normal user, you can totally daily drive it for more than a day. In the health section, for me, the battery health right now shows as a 94%, which is not great, but yeah, I would say it's a decent amount of battery health that it's showing. It's totally estimated, by the way, again. And in case you are wondering about the fast charging, yes, the fast charging over here is working perfectly fine. No problems regarding fast charging at all. In the sound and vibration settings, this is how it looks like. We have the media call, ring, etc. volume controls, then the do not disturb, phone ringtone, smart pause, live caption, adaptive sound, and the media kind of controls, and the vibration haptics. Then we have the ringtone vibration pattern changing option. If you scroll down more, we have the power app volume control again, dial pad tones, in-call notifications, screen locking sound, charging sound, and vibration touch sound, etc. Silent and media mute option is there. You can enable it if you want. Let me go back. We have the Mi Sound Enhancer as well, and you get to see this Mi Audio Direct logo right here. Looks beautiful. We have the smart scene mode. Then we have the choose preset option. There are these presets. You can choose it from right here. I have been using it with the youth edition. The sound quality via the headphone jack, the Bluetooth headsets, everything is just great. We have the choose preset option right here. The bass booster option and stuff is there. We have this enable hi-fi option as well. Then there is a clear speaker option. By the way, the volume panel looks like this, and you can expand the volume panel if you want, just like this, to switch the Bluetooth devices and the speakers and stuff. By the way, while you are playing music, it looks like this. The app volume actually shows up, and here, let me show you in the lock screen. This is how it looks like. You can pause and play the media. This is how it shows the album art in the background, and you can change the output device from here too. And it does have this lock screen kind of ripple of the seek bar. In the display settings, we have the brightness level, adaptive brightness, extra dim, and the lock screen kind of customization. In here, we do have this when swiping up a lock screen for the face unlock, skip lock screen, and the control from lock device is the Google Home controls, and we have the shortcuts. You can change the right and left shortcut. That's cool. Let me go back This is the wallpapers and styles. I'll show you that later. We have the double line clock, always show time and info, always on charging, ambient display, wake screen for notification. And in the advanced settings, we do have the pulse notification on pickup. You can change this to wake device on pickup if you want. I'll show you the pickup gesture later on. Let me go back. We have the screen timeout up to 30 minutes and we have the dark theme, the screensaver, the display size and text, night light, live display. By the way, the live display option is there. The color calibration options are also there. And we have the colors. You can change it to like boosted, automatic, vivid, saturated, original, P3, and even the sRGB right now. So this is insane amount of like customization, I would say. Not really sure if everything will work. The sRGB it's a little bit like yellowish. It has made a little bit yellowish. But yeah, I'll just go with the boosted one. Let me go back. We have the allow window level blurs. The minimum and maximum refresh rate you can change to 90 Hz if you want. Then we have the smooth display. Low power refresh rate, I'll just keep it on 60. And we have the double tap to wake, prevent accidental wake up on plug, and the full screen apps. In the refresh rate per app, you can choose to 60 or 120 Hz. In the wallpapers and styles, we have the change wallpaper option right here. And we have the colors. You can change it from 16 colors for the basic and the wallpaper colors. Dark theme themed icons options are there, and for the upgrade you have up to 6:10 option. Then the shortcuts you can change, the icon packs, the system fonts, etc. you can change. By the way, let me talk about one thing, that there was a problem with the brightness slider to really low. It was not making the phone really dim. But yeah, right now, as you can see, with the like lowest brightness, it is really dim. I would say it has been completely fixed. Even with the full brightness, the display goes really bright. So yeah, the brightness slider has been completely fixed right now. Earlier there was dimming issue, so we had to use extra dim, but right now I do not need the extra dim feature, that I can say totally. Let's talk about the security settings. In the settings of it, we do have the quick unlock, the scramble pin layout, and we have the power button instantly locks, enable pin privacy option. In the fingerprint and the face unlock settings, inside fingerprint we have this touch to unlock anytime. So if you don't want it to like unlock all the time, whenever you tap the fingerprint scanner, you can just disable this option so that you have to press the fingerprint scanner to actually detect. So that option is there. And for the face unlock, we have these kind of customization. You have this when swiping up on lock screen and stuff. And in the more settings, we do have the AppLock and stuff if you need that. Now let me show you the like locking and unlocking stuff. So just double tapping on the like home screen does make the phone sleep. If you're wondering about the wake up gesture, I'll just put the device like this and just pick it up on my hand. As you can see, the pickup gesture is right now working perfectly fine. And I can just tap the fingerprint scanner. As you can see, it unlocks. I'll just enable the always on display for the time being. And here, this is how the always on display again looks like. And double tapping works perfectly fine. And you have to tap and hold, I think. So yeah, Google Home controls works perfectly, as you can see from the lock screen straight away. Let me go back, the flashlight. Okay, so I have to tap and hold again. Yeah, that works perfectly fine. So the lock screen shortcuts are actually working. And again, the fingerprint scanner speed, it's perfectly fast. No problems whatsoever. Just notice how fast it unlocks. So yeah, it's blazing fast experience with a fingerprint scanner. No problems whatsoever. And if your device is in your pocket, just like this, it won't unlock. As you can see right now, it shows this kind of notification that it's covering the top part or something. So yeah, right now, even when you are in pocket, it won't unlock. As you can see, I just pressed the power button, but still the device is not getting unlocked. Let me show you. Yeah, it's not unlocked. Yeah, the pocket detection right now, it's pretty solid. And right now, let me show you the face unlock. If I just swipe up, it shows it recognizing face and it unlocks. Very fast face unlock experience, no problems whatsoever. Let me try one more time. Yep, it's very fast. And this is how the AppLock window looks like. If you just tap the fingerprint scanner, of course, it goes straight wherever I left the app. And the RAM management here is amazing. So that app was in memory. And talking about RAM management, I just have a lot of apps open in the background, but still, let me just open Chrome. And in here, you will notice right away, it is showing 120 FPS or 120 Hz. So 120 Hz, it's working perfectly fine. As I have said earlier, no problems whatsoever. The whole UI just stays buttery smooth experience, no problems. And even in Twitter and stuff, I mean X. So here also the scrolling, just notice how smooth it is. It's just marvelously smooth, no problems whatsoever that you will face. Like while even like heavily using it, even in Instagram or something like that. Let me show you here. Just notice how fast everything is. No problems whatsoever that you will face. Even in this Reels section, this is just like perfectly smooth and fast. No problems at all, even in Instagram. Let me open some of the other apps, even Play Store and stuff, Facebook. So yeah, overall, I would say you can switch between apps easily, no problems at all. Everything just opens super fast here. The whole daily driving experience over here is just buttery smooth, and even the RAM management here is amazingly smooth, and the whole animations and stuff just like of opening and closing apps, just notice how smooth that is. And in case you are wondering about the benchmarks, here are the Antutu Geekbench score with a CPU stress test on this particular build to get you an idea about the overall UI performance. For some reason, if you are wondering about the basic stuff, yes, the SafetyNet shows as failed, but yeah, I have actually banking apps set up completely. It is showing failed. Backing apps is actually working perfectly fine. No problems whatsoever with it. So maybe that will be fixed in the future updates, that to show the SafetyNet passed, you need an update or something. But yeah, it is actually working with the banking apps. And we have the DRM4 showing as L1 here. And the IR Blaster also works perfectly fine here. And in terms of Google Photos, it does have the pixel-like unlimited backup, so you can back up your photos and videos unlimitedly. So what do I think about the latest build of the EvolutionX ROM? Well, I would say this is one of the dreams that has come true for the POCO F5, in my opinion at least. Using custom ROM on a Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2, it's a breeze. And the overall daily driving experience, it's just buttery smooth, and even the 5G is working fine, VoLTE calling is working fine. It does have the Google dialer and stuff, and with that call recording is working fine, no issues with it. But yes, I do miss the MIUI camera over here. If there was the MIUI camera optimization in this ROM, I would have been in a heaven or something like that. If you're someone who wants to have the MIUI camera optimization on the POCO F5, I would say yes, still the custom ROMs are not the way that you should go for. You should stay on MIUI to have the best camera optimization for the POCO F5. But otherwise, I would say if you can live with GCam and stuff, then definitely switching to a custom ROM will be for you, because here you will get amazing experience overall with the daily driving and stuff, and the overall UI experience is just buttery smooth, and even while gaming and stuff, it will be amazing. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from KTNTECH signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.